The Federal Reserve made its huge decision and said it will scale back its quantitative easing by $10 billion a month, $5 billion in treasuries, $5 billion in mortgage-backed securities. And here to talk about what that means is Ben Garber. He's an economist at Moody's Analytics. Ben, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So what'd you take?
Look, the Fed saw strong data in jobs, a pickup in growth, and they said now is the time to start unwinding this extraordinary stimulus. They're still keeping interest rates low in the long term, but it's time to roll back these asset purchases.
So what does this mean moving forward? More tapering each month?
I think they will take a steady pace of tapering at each meeting, provided that the economic data holds up and inflation, which is still low, moves back up to the 2% target.
Were you surprised by the decision?
Not really. It was a very close call. Could have gone either way, but I think that they had set up the market for such an action. Was not that much of a surprise, and I think they're going to focus more on putting their forward guidance for exceptionally low rates and let that take care of the heavy lifting for monetary policy.
Sure. And what about their decision to scale back on mortgage-backed securities? I know you and a lot of other people were saying maybe they'll just stick to treasuries if they do taper.
Yeah, I mean, even in the statement, they remarked on how housing had slowed a bit in recent months, but at the same time, because refinancing activity had dropped off so much, there'd be less mortgage-backed securities to buy over the next year or so, so perhaps it makes sense to scale back on mortgages as well.
We've seen so much good economic data. We actually have a Fed taper. It almost sounds like a market returning to some sort of fundamentals.
Yeah, I think we could see growth moving forward at a fast pace without the weight of extreme fiscal tightening. Perhaps home building becomes a catalyst for growth towards 3% next year. So we're definitely seeing a move toward a normalized economy.
All right, Ben Garber, thanks so much.
Thank you.
For TheStreet, I'm Deaux.